Hello, boys and girls. So yesterday we talked about partitioning circles equally into halves. So I want to review that idea today. So I have two tortillas here, one for A and one for B. So I want you to take a little private reasoning time, and I want you to decide which one of these represents halves, and how do you know? All right, so um, I heard a lot of people say B represents halves because there's two pieces and they cover the same amount of area. So if I put them on top of each other, I can prove it, right? So how come, I want you to turn to your partner this time, and I want you to talk, so we know does not represent halves. You said it does not, but I want you to tell your partner why this does not represent halves. All right, I heard a lot of people say that it was cut into two pieces, but the two pieces do not cover up the same amount of space. So let me check that real quick. So if I flip this one over, this one is smaller than this one, so they cannot be halves. All right, so today we're going to focus on a new clear learning target. And this is our clear learning target today. So let's read it together. I can partition circles equally into fourths. So just like we did yesterday, we're going to talk about some of the words that are in our clear learning target. Make sure everybody's clear on the words. So the first word is partition. Who remembers from yesterday what partition means? Yes, partition. I see the word part in there. And so that gives us a clue that this means that we cut the circles into pieces. Equally is another one of our words. Equally means that they cover the same amount of space or the same area into fourths today. So that's different from yesterday. Does anybody see a number word in the word fourths that can help us think about what fourths might mean? Yes, you see the word four. So fourths means we're going to cut it into four equal pieces. All right, so I'm going to give everybody a tortilla again. Here's your tortilla. And I want you to pretend like this is a pizza. And there's going to be four people that want to share this pizza equally. So I want you to take your tortilla and pretend like it's a pizza and cut it into fourths. All right, so let me show you some ways that I saw fourths cut today. All right, so give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Do you think this circle is cut into fourths? Yes, I see a lot of thumbs up. So how can we prove this is cut into fourths? Well, the first thing is we have four pieces, and then remember the other part is they have to cover the same amount of area. So I'm going to check that by putting them and making sure those two pieces cover the same amount of space. That piece covers the same amount of space, and this piece covers the same amount of space. So yes, that was one way to represent fourths. So I'm going to add that to my public record today. There's one way to represent fourths. Can somebody think of another way to represent fourths? So this is one way that I saw. And look, someone drew an X right in the middle of the circle. And so they had 4 pieces. And then we're going to check and make sure that those 4 pieces cover the same amount of area. I'm going to take this one and make sure it covers the same amount of area as that one. And this is my 3rd piece, and it covers the same amount of area. And there's my 4th piece that covers the same amount of area. So I can add that way to my public record. So on our public record, it says fourths. We showed 2 ways that we can represent fourths. And we know that fourth means 4 equal parts.